One of the fastest ways to correct a leaning building in Photoshop is to use the Camera Raw filter. Now, it's important to note that it's always better to correct this type of distortion as early as you can in your workflow. So, if you're working with RAW files or JPEG files, it's better to use the lens correction and upright settings in the Camera Raw plugin before you open the file in Photoshop. However, I know that we can't always start with our RAW files, and some of us might want to go back into our legacy files and make corrections to multi-layered documents and just straighten a single layer within that document. So in order to access Camera Raw, it's underneath the Filter menu. I'll choose the Camera Raw filter. That will bring up this image in the Camera Raw filter, which is a little bit different from the Camera Raw plugin. And I think you'll notice that we don't have quite as many tools here, nor all the panels that we have in the actual Camera Raw plugin. But we're going to select the Lens Correction panel, and we want to make sure that we click on the Manual tab. And now we can use the Upright option. In fact, we'll click the Auto option in order to straighten this building. Now, the Upright option applies a kind of more natural, a more balanced correction, but the lines aren't necessarily completely straight. In fact, if I turn on the Grid option here, we can see that the vertical lines are almost straight, but not quite. If I want to fine-tune that, I can use the Vertical option here, or the fourth icon, and you can see that those lines are now a little bit straighter. Or I can use the fourth option, which is the Full option, which will go ahead and straighten not only the vertical lines, but also the horizontal lines. We'll go ahead and uncheck the grid, and we can tap the P key to show a preview of before and after. Go ahead and click OK, and now we can see that our image has been straightened right here in Photoshop.